Hello students, let us do exercise 6.4, question number 4. Find the least number which must be subtracted from each of the following numbers is to get a perfect square. Also find the square root of this perfect square so obtained. So we have been asked to find the least number which must be subtracted from this number. Let us say 402 is the first part, so as to make it a perfect square. That means 402 is not a perfect square and we need to make it a perfect square number. We need to actually find a perfect square number by subtracting the least number. I have used the division method, and by using division method you know how to solve it. I have got 2 as my remainder. Now I cannot solve this further. So just think that if I subtract this 2, if somehow this 2 is subtracted, this 2 is dissolved or is not there, then this number must have been a perfect square. So I can say that 2 should be subtracted from 402 to be a perfect square number. So I have subtracted and this is 400. Now you can see that yes, 400 is a perfect square of 20. This was the first part. Similarly, solving second part 3250. Again, here 1, I have got 1 as the remainder. That means 1 should be subtracted from the given number so as to make a perfect square. Now here I have subtracted 1 and then got 3249, which is a perfect square. And under root of 3249 is 57. See, here I got 57 if 1 would have been subtracted, was absent you may call. Now in question number 5, the question is same but it asks about the least number which must be added. So in question number 4 it was which number was to be subtracted, and question number 5 number that should be added in the given number as to make it a perfect square again. Again, we are using division method to find that what is the square root of this number, but since this is not a perfect square, it will leave some remainder. Now this tells us that 22, the question 22 square must be smaller than the given number 525. If I jump 1 up, like after 22, since 22 square is less than 525, so I may take 23 square to make it greater than 525, and I can add here some number then, right? So yeah, 23 square is 529. You can calculate it separately, that 23 square is 529 and 525 is smaller than 529, and when I subtract them I get 4. That means if I add this 4 here, if I add this 4 to this question, this makes it a perfect square of 23, that is 529. So yes, 4 should be added to 525 to be a perfect square of 23. This way you can solve further parts. Now coming on to question number 7. In a right triangle ABC, angle B. So here you can see there's a right angle triangle and angle B, ABC, is 90 degree. And first part, A part is given, that if AB, let us say this is ABC, so first part AB is 6 centimeter and BC base is 8 centimeter. We need to find AC, that is the hypotenuse. Now by Pythagoras theorem, you know that AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square, hypotenuse square. This is hypotenuse, so you may say that hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base का square. Now, the given detail I have written here, I have written that by Pythagoras theorem, this is the formula. Now, I can put the given values, and when I'll put the given values, what I'll be left with is AC square is 6 square plus 8 square. Simply squaring 6 and 8 and adding them gives me 100. Now, AC is equals to, I need to find the AC, right? Not AC square, but AC. For that, while transferring square to the other side, it will change to square root. So AC square was 100. So AC will be square root of 100. And you know that square root of 100 is 100. Do not forget the unit given. So 100 centimeter is the AC side. This side is, 10 centimeter is the AC. That is hypotenuse side. Moving on to question number 8. It says that a gardener has 1000 plants. So number of plants with the gardener is 1000, and he wants to plant these in such a way that the number of rows and number of columns are same. Find the minimum number of plants he needs more for this. So that means the gardener will have to have some more plants to make equal number of rows and columns. Right now he is having 1000 plants, but you can compare this question with question number 5, that which least number should be added to the number. That type of question this word problem is. So I am assuming that since he wants, that means, what does this mean? If he is planting 2 rows, that means he is also planting 2 columns. If say he's planting 3 rows, that means he's planting 3 columns. Also same number of rows and same number of columns. So I am assuming that the number of rows is x. That means number of column will also be x. And to find the total number of plants here, I'll have to multiply the number of rows and number of columns. That will be x into x, or x square. So here I have written the condition, and x square is 1000 as per the given information. Now x should be under root of 1000, but you know that 1000 is not a perfect square. Trying to find its per square root with the division method, I have written it here. I have done division method here. I am getting 39 as the remainder. Now this means that the square of 31 is smaller than 1000, and I'll have to step up. That means 32 का square should be greater than 1000. अब कितना greater, that we need to find out. I am getting 32 square as 1024, and I am having 31 square से छोटा is 1000. Now you can see the difference. Here 24, that means the gardener needs 24 more plants to make equal number of rows and equal number of columns. Similarly, you can do question number 9 also.